And I usually only two keys all the well, I'll start with two keys. They will up. They will up. I'm on low in July. Well, I was really and the stuff there basically this, like this, right? So like basically, everything gets caught up here. So that's why I do like. This guy. All right. Good evening, everybody. It's 6 p.m. and we'll still begin on time every week. It is so good to see you. It is so good to hear you talking to each other and liking each other. That is so important to me. I want to get right to singing, and then we can do some more housekeeping stuff later on. But three things. Well, maybe four. Anyway, my name, for those of you that know, my name is Max Nolan. I'm the music director here at Latin Chorale. Crazy. I started on a half season. So this is sort of really kind of my 8th year, is kind of wild as that sounds. And it's amazing to come back. I get butterflies, I get nervous, I get excited every time. So thank you for that. Joining us this semester, and we're so lucky, and he helped us out at the end of last year, is Terry Sisk on the piano. If you give him a round of applause. Amazing. Fantastic musician who is helping us this semester is of course Beverly stepped down at the end of last year, and so as we continue to work through that, we're really crazy grateful for Terry, who is going to help us with this joyful but challenging music. The third thing is I want to make sure. Usually I'm very nonchalant about seating in here, but this piece is really going to require some divisi or some splits in between parts. So I want to make sure that we're at least in zones. We don't have to, be right next to it. I want us to be in zones with one another. Otherwise, it's going to be very challenging and frustrating. So the general zone that we want to think about is high to low. And in the back, with tenors and basses, high to low. So here's what I mean by that. So in the front here, soprano 1 closest to the wall, whatever that means to you. Soprano 2 closest to the aisle. Alto 1 closest to the aisle. Alto 2 closest to the wall. And then sort of flip a bit in the back. So tenor 1 closest to this wall, tenor 2 here, baritone-ish here, and bass towards the end. So when we stand to warm up here in a second, if you got to make some moves, you can make those moves. But mostly I want to get singing. So let's stand, please. You don't need anything in your hands. Stretch up. Oh boy, and go this way. Oh, and go this way. Spirit fingers. I feel like as the school year goes on, this gets harder to do. Raise shoulders forward. But I'm still fresh. Roll it back. Deep breath in through your nose. Breathe out. Good. Repeat after me. Good job. B flat major, please, Carrie. B flat major. Veo, 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 veo. And up. Nice and loose. Just make sound. Don't think too much. Move your body a little. Good. Everyone grab a little nail. Grab your little nail. And grab your little hammer. And I want you to make kind of an ugly sound. You're going to go ming, 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 ming. Ming, 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 ming. Uglier. One more. Woo! Good. D major again, please. And now you're going to do the opposite. You're going to make, can everyone just give their face like a little massage? And you're going to go, ni, fu, ni, fu, ni, and ni, fu. Beautiful. All legato, all connected. And bravo. One more. D major again. D major. Wee. Bounce. Excited. Tall. Ah. I love to sing.
I love to sing.
Full body.
I love to sing.
Athletic.
I love to sing. 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 I love to sing.
Great, good job. Stay standing. Give me an A, Terry, just an A. Everyone sing this on Ugo. Wonderful. That's a great unison. Can you try that again and get to the unison faster? Good. Sing after me. Do, 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 do. My turn. Do, 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 do. Bravo. Take a seat and take out the Britain, please. Now, the Britain, Benjamin Britten meaning the main work, our Ceremony of Carols. It's the Red Book. So I want you to think real quick about something. It's 1942. A young Benjamin Britten, and he was 30, so I get to say he's young. A young Benjamin Britten hops on a ship. He spent several years in America, and meanwhile, the whole world is literally at war again, right? The whole world is at war again. In order to not get blown up crossing the Atlantic Ocean, he has to take a boat that was from Sweden. Hopefully everyone knew that was neutral and no one was going to blow up the boat. Now, he has a stop off before he crosses the Atlantic to England, and that stop off is in Nova Scotia, okay? I promise this is going somewhere. So he's in Nova Scotia. He goes into a bookstore. He finds an old book. It's an old book of medieval poetry. He sees it, he's enamored by it, and he writes this piece on the boat back to England. And it was apparently a horrible journey, all these things. It was rocky, it was the worst boat ride ever. But in that, he writes this amongst several other really, really, really amazing pieces of music. Now, the piece was originally written for treble choir, and then it's done often by boys' choirs. This guy, whose name you'll see, Julius Harrison, at the top here, he adapted it in the early 60s with Britain's approval for SATB performance, because it had become so popular. And it is a beautiful arrangement. It really, honestly, it's almost the exact same piece of the treble piece, just with some tenors and bass parts added. And it's an amazing work. It's written in a bunch of Middle English, a little Middle English, some Old Modern English. So you'll see some funny spellings of words. We'll get to some of those today. And it is just incredibly evocative, and it's fun, and it's silly, and it is absolutely full of all sorts of twists and turns. Now, like a lot of Benjamin Britten, and this piece has some challenges to it. But all the challenges are not challenges that we cannot face. And what I mean by that is it's brilliant music, that once you get the idea, you'll never forget it. People who sing this piece can sing you licks of it, and by about November, you're going to have this memorized, just because it is going to be so ingrained in you. So I want to start at page 1. So everyone open up Ceremony of Carols, Movement 1, Procession. And this is just a chant. Now, I don't know if we'll process or not. We'll figure that out. Also, this piece is written for harp. And so we have a harpist joining us as our main accompaniment for the concert, which will be really thrilling. This opening, everybody, is just a chant. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, actually, it's an amazing thing. That it is absolutely an expressive way, and he actually ends the piece with this as well. This beautiful expressive, we're singing this Latin text, Hodie Christus natus est, which means today Christ is born. Hodie Salvator apparuit, today the Savior has appeared. Today, and then Hodie in terra canunt angeli, today on earth sing angels, laetantur archangeli, rejoice, the archangels, they do. Hodie exultant justi, today the righteous rejoice, and they say, glory to God in the highest, alleluia. And it's this amazing and evocative way to begin the piece. Let's just read it, shall we? Now, here come the Max Nolan Loudon Chorale house rules for sight reading, okay? Here are the rules if you're new, and I see some new faces, and we're so happy you're here, we're going to recognize you later. Here are the house rules. Make lots of mistakes, all right? Don't be afraid to sing wrong notes. Don't sing timidly. If we sing it wrong once and it's really bad, we'll laugh at ourselves and go back, okay? That is the attitude we have here. Don't worry about your level of sight reading ability. We're non-audition for a reason, and I know you can do it. The other thing is, Terry's going to play with us. I'll do some light conducting here, but mostly I want you to just follow the eighth notes. You'll note at the end of our warm-up, we sang this. Can we sing it on do-do-do, though? Everybody on do-do-do. Beginning. And sing it down the octave altos if you have to. Bass, sing it to Eddie. Sing whatever octave works, but we're all in the same unison notes. Here we go. 3. And. And. Repeat. And. Back to the beginning. Beautiful, beautiful. See, we already know one movement. What are we talking about? All right, here we go. Everyone say hodie. Hodie. That was bad. Don't pronounce the H. Odie. Odie. Christus. Natus est. Can you sing that on text, please? Hodie. Here we go. Ready? And. Hodie. And. Good. Sing that line again. Sing that line again. 3. And. Hodie. And. Good. Pause. Say Odie. Salvator. Appa. Ruit. Let's go on since you're so good. Can we say Odie? In terra. Canunt. Angeli. Laetantur. Yeah, so that A is lay. Laetantur. Archangeli. Good, let's do that much. Start at measure 2. Odie Salvator. Here we go. 3 and. Odie Salvator. And. Inter. And. Good, that's tricky. Can you look at that one for me? It's say exultant, justi, like a Y. Very good. And note this one is tricksy. I sound like Gollum, Lord of the Rings. Notice this one goes right on. You look at that very quick eighth note before the eggs of exultant. Can we sing that, please? 4, 3, and exultant. Good. You see how one's tricky? Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. You're doing great. Ready? And and dicente. Oh, so actually the harmonization. I won't get to that in a second. All right, keep going. We're not done yet. Go to measure 6. Go to measure 6. Say dicentes. Good. Gloria. In excelsis. Deo. Alleluia. Measure 6, please. And you know he says he wants more movement here. Dicentes gloria in excelsis Deo. And we'll put the music in it in a second. We're learning it very strict now. We'll put the music in it here in a moment. Dicentes, please. 6 and Dicentes. And beginning. Terry's not going to help you anymore. He's going to play some chords. Now, does everyone see these little check marks? Those are places where we're going to breathe, and we won't pause, but we also won't keep going. Does that make sense? Somewhere between a pause, it's a breath that means something. It's a breath that's a reset. It's a breath that gets us into space. You know, ever since they changed the acoustic in here, we have this super live space, which is one of the reasons I wanted to do this piece. One of our concerts will be in here, and so it'll be such a joy. Yes? Which one? Oh yeah, move that check mark over. Yes, I even have that mark. Thank you, Michelle. That'd be very hip to breathe in the middle of a word. Britten? Hey, you know what? In the works of Benjamin Britten, those are good questions to ask. All right, beginning. You'll get it. Focus in the moment. Here's your A. Sing together, listen to each other, and sing the chant. And hey, dear choir, come in and keep moving. All right, here we go. Oh, dear. Who makes the sound here? You do, yes. What do I look like without you? Nothing. It's you. Here we go. Already be a great choir. Ready? Beginning one more time, and then we'll move on. Very good, very good. Now, I'm a crazy person sometimes, and here's what I got to tell you. We have been a choir for approximately, well, we warmed up. Well, I guess we'll count that. So about 22 minutes we've been a choir, right? We are going to sing this at performance caliber right now. The audience is here. You are singing it. You are performing for them right now. And that feels fast, and I'll explain a little bit more about the way we learn here in a second. But we are always working to make the best sound ever. Even if you're like, I have no idea what is happening around me right now. No matter what, you are going to bring what you can. If you sang one wrong note this past time, try to sing two. If you sang almost every note right, but that page turn got you, you turn that page fast, right? Figure out what you need to do right now to make the best sound. And then we'll have time to slow down. I'll explain this. Beginning. Eyes up. Mystery. Wonder. Softer. Almost disappeared. Disappear. That's what I'm talking about, right? And we're always trying to become a performers right away. We're always working towards that highest caliber of sound. Now, that was only one line of music. That was unison, right? We have some trickier stuff coming up. All right, go to the next page. Everyone say welcome. Now, can your O have slightly more Minnesota in it? Welcome. Ready, go. Now, can you say this? Welcome. Ready, go. Good. Can you say welcome, y'all? Can the cum be more cum, less welcome? Welcome. Say that. Ready, go. Welcome. Very good. Now, can you say welcome, y'all? And can the y'all have a little O? So it's not. I know we are in Virginia, and I like saying y'all too, but it's not welcome, y'all. It's welcome, y'all. Ready, go. Welcome, y'all. Good. So that's how you say that. So you'll notice, and actually everyone, a fun thing for you to do, maybe not fun for you, but it might help you with these rehearsals. Your edition, this is actually a wonderful edition, so you can read the summary of how the piece was written, all that stuff. But also there's a glossary of some very simple, it's not an international phonetic alphabet, but it's a glossary of some of these funny Middle English, younger Old English words and stuff. So anyway, it's helpful, and I'll point these out as we go, for sure. Now, let's attack this movement. Now, let me just sort of explain, because I know we have new folks, and I love to take this time in the first rehearsal, and I think it's important for everyone here to just remember sort of how I was taught and how we learn major works like this. I'm a big believer in this concept that I just call framing, right? So, a lot of choirs, they start, and they start learning the piece, and the first chord is wrong, and the director goes, stop! Let's sing that first chord right. Okay. And you spend like 10 minutes on that first chord. And then you move on. That, you can never learn a major work well, and actually it takes a lot of the joy. You never get to hear the music. So what we're going to do is we will learn all these sections, we'll speak some stuff, we'll learn rhythms, we'll sight read, we'll sink and swim, we'll take things apart, but we'll move on through the movement, even if things aren't 100%. And that sometimes freaks people out, because they're like, I only know like 30% of the notes. Or I don't think that's okay. You understand the frame. I always say it's like building a house. You would never start building a house, pause before the roof's on it and go, time to decorate the living room, right? You would never do that. And so that's sort of the way we learn here is I want everyone to have a big picture idea of movements, and then we'll work on making sure every single note is in the right place, making sure that we have expression, making sure everything is there. So that's just sort of how this goes. All right, let's sight read this, shall we? Let's just see what happens. This could be really fun. All right, now I will tell you this. There are hints in the accompaniment, okay? There are hints there. There's hints all around you. But let's see. But we aren't going to sing. Oh, that's the other thing. We rarely, especially with something that's sort of challenging like this, we are not going to sing on text right away. So we'll sing on what I call a neutral syllable, either D or do usually. So we'll start on singing on D, D, D. Everyone say D? Good, you got it. All right, Terry's going to give you your starting pitches, but then he's going to play the little intro for you too. All right, so here are your starting pitches. I'm going quick. Everyone sing that first chord on D. Ready, go. This is such a joy. Anyway, you're so good. This is going to be so good. All right, let's go under tempo. D, D. 1, 2. Here's the intro. 1, 2. Now, go. 3, up. 1, 2. Keep going. And 1, tenor. D, D. D, D, D. D, D. And tenor. D. Come on, tenors. One, two, keep going. And ready, and tenor, bass. Oh, good job, everyone. And and 1, 2, keep singing, and off to end. Good job. That was really good sight reading, everybody. That was fantastic. No, I'm serious. That was fantastic. Oh my God. This is going to be amazing. All right. Beginning. Now, listen, for those of you who heard a recording, you know eventually this will be D, 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 D. But we are going to go plenty under tempo. All right. Listen. Here's what I want to do right off the bat. We want to take some things apart, okay? So can I hear both soprano parts at the very beginning, and we're only going to go to the end of page 3. So second soprano and first soprano on D, D, D. 1, and. And. Now, seconds. I have devised a trick. Maybe not really, I don't know. Actually, no, you don't need the trick. It's the altos need the trick. We'll get there in a second. All right, let's do that again. Can we actually hear those two parts again? 1, 2, D, D. Good job, seconds. Stay strong. Good job. You guys are rock stars. Altos and tenor. Actually, just altos alone. Can I hear altos alone? Altos alone, please. 1, 2, 3, and. Out, up. Up. Now, altos, here's my trick. For now, and maybe even in the performance, ignore the tie. Does that make sense? That way you won't freak yourself out. I don't think anyone will literally know except for maybe us here, all right? Right? That way you'll be locked in with everyone else. No one will know. All right, can I now hear soprano, alto, both soprano parts and alto beginning? A little faster. 1, 2, D, and. Okay, can I tell you what I love? Actually, I won't tell you that yet. Can I hear tenor and bass? Tenor and bass, please. Tenor and bass. 1, 2, 3, and G, D. Good, tenors. Tenors, you're going to be very tempted to sing an amalgamation of other parts. D, D. So you want to end on the same note the basses are singing, right? So yeah. Tenor and bass. 1, 2, 3, and. D, D, and. You guys are rock stars. Now, can I tell you what I love about this movement? I feel like it. So it's like the first movement gets us into this sort of like otherworldly, mystical wonder of this, and then we suddenly realize we did not clean the house and company's coming over, right? There's something very chaotic about this movement. Dee, dee, oh my gosh. Dee, dee, oh my goodness. Dee, 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 da, 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 dee, right? There's something, right? We all been there. So, can we all now, everybody, beginning, please. No intro, right on their first entrance, Terry. SATB. Here we go. D, D, D still. 1, 2, 3, and. Oh. Sorry, you were doing so well, I kept going. Sorry, Terry. Let's go. So can we go back and do that again, and then can we go on? Let's go on. And let's see if you can apply, even though the notes aren't exactly the same, we'll take it apart. Can you apply the knowledge you just learned of the first page to the next page? All right, here we go. Sorry, beginning again. Right on your first sentence. 1, 2, here we go. Bravo. Oh my gosh, great. 2 things to note before we go and learn. Can everyone see that there's this really, and again, to add to this chaos, this sense of like it feels like a car that might fall apart going down the road. At measure 20, do you see there's a little forte, like, can it just be we sting it really hard? Good. 11, and can I hear tenor and bass, please? Tenor and bass. Almost identical before, that's why I want to knock it out. Tenor and bass at measure 11. Tenor bass. 1, 2, here we go. Good. Sorry, basses. It's been very exciting for you here at the start here. All right. Can we now go ahead and look at the bass part real quick? Anyway. Yeah. Now, can I hear both soprano parts, please? Both soprano parts. 1, 2, D, D. Good. So good. Can I just hear seconds? It's really thorny, isn't it? Seconds. All right, here we go. Seconds. A little under tempo. 1, 2. Yeah, good. I love it. You guys it's like you just tuned a guitar. You went, it was amazing. I love it. More of that. Can we actually now hear, can we hear alto in second? Alto in second, no first. Alto in second, please, at measure 11. 1, 2, under tempo. And go, yeah, just note you get back to the A with everyone else. Good, really good aggressive sight reading. Can I now hear soprano, alto, both soprano parts and alto at 17? And we are going to hold the second big beat of 17. I think you see why. All right, we're going to hold it. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2. D. Yeah. Isn't that cool? D, E, F. It's like he just went, right? We do that again. 1, 2. Hold. I love it. I love it. Can we, everybody now, top of page 4. Top of page 4. Everybody. 1, 2, 3, D. Oh, good. And everyone, so again, soprano and alto, make sure you end on an A. Okay, you're going to hear some other notes in the tenors and basses. Everyone, beginning. And Terry, can you play the little intro for us? Here we go, buddy. Beginning. 1, 2, here we go. Excited. Nervous. Oh, very good. Now, everybody, can you speak the text? Start, no pitches, just speaking the text in rhythm. But let's go over a few words first. Again, can you say welcome? Welcome. Good. Welcome. Welcome. Be thou. And that's heavenly. Heavenly. Heavenly King. And you really, it's almost like 2 syllables. Heavenly King. It's too fast for you to do too much in there. Okay? Heavenly King. But that A with the accent on it is E. All right, turn the page. And then you have welcome some more. And then this is actually English. You can pronounce this like English. Born in one morning. Welcome for whom we sal. Okay. And so can it be in between me, Midwestern, and ah? So sal, sing. Good. It's tricky. It's somewhere in between. All right. Can we go beginning, please? Beginning. On text, doing your best. Have fun. With the intro. 1, 2. Good, stop. Very good. We're going to skip this real quick. This is exciting. We'll go back. Can everyone now go with me to measure 56? You have to jump a bit. Go to page 8. Great music repeats and rhymes with itself, I really believe. And that's what Britain has done here. So look at 56. A lot of this is going to be very familiar, which is want to come to it while all this other stuff is fresh. So right on 56, it's pianissimo. Soft, but same thing you've been doing. 1, 2, 3. DDD. Oh, sorry, bad conductor. Let's do it on DDD. You're going to encounter some new stuff and some freaky text. So let's just get the pitches down. DDD, please. DDD. 1, 2, ready. Tenor bass. And. And. 2, 1, 2, off, 2, 3. Good. Very good. Can we just read that again? circling all the things that scare you and doing better. 56 again, 56 again. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Here we go, 56, 56. D, D, D. Keep doing it, keep going. 1, 2, 3, and. Soft. And. Keep getting louder. 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 One, two, one, two, one, two, off, 2, 3. Very good. Now, can we go back? Can we go back? Just want that in your ear. All right. Back to page 5. Back to page 5. All right. Can everyone, suddenly you're going to be a drummer. Can everyone go, go. It's light, it's listening, it's all these things. We're going to the rhythm. You see where I'm going here. Starting at measure 22. No pitches, nothing. Just in your part. So we'll start with the tenors and we'll go this slow. So I'll do the tenor part here real quick. Make sense? You'll come in at your own part. All right, tenors, you ready? I just gave it to you. 1, 2, ready, tenor. Alto. Soprano. Bass. Bass. And. And. Good, 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 good. Let's do that again. Really, really good. It's helpful. It's helpful. It gets us the rhythm first before we do anything else. Really, as singers, we have this really crazy thing we do, right, where we sing. And singing is nuts because it requires us to have text, pitch, rhythm, body, all these pieces. And so we have to take some of it apart in order to really lock it down. All right, tenors, start again. 1, 2, 2, go. And tenor. Off. Good, 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 good. Now, put some pitches on that. I rarely do this, but I think I want to take this apart, part by part, real quick, because it's a short section, just because it will help us move a little quicker. So tenors, measure 22, please. D, D, 1, 2, D, go. D. Good. So tenors, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of high in here. So find your inner BG, okay? D, 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 D. Could go from falsetto, and so you're gonna have to just navigate that, right? D, 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 right? And it might feel lighter, but it's gonna be perfect. Let's try that again. Measure 22 tenors. It's hard. 1, 2. D, D. That's so good. D, 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 D. And 1, 2, 3. I love this part. Beautiful. Can I hear alto next? Alto next, why not? Alto, here we go. 1, D, D, D. 1, 2, 3, D. And. Off. And. And altos, you notice G sharp equals E flat, equals A flat, right? I would write a little equal sign there so you don't change pitch. Good. Let's hear sopranos while we're at it, and basses come in. All right. Basses, I promise your life does get more exciting. Just soprano. Just soprano real quick. Sorry, Terry. Soprano. 1, and D. And. And note there's get up to that natural, and note there's a decrescendo there too. All right, can we now hear bass? Here we go, basses. You get 2 notes. 1, 2, basses, D, D. 1, D, 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 and D, 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 D. Good job, basses. Good job. You'll get it. Everybody now in their own part. 22. Sorry, 22. Everybody. D, D. 1, 2, tenors. And tenors. Good. Can we just do 35? Everyone at 35. 35, everybody. 1, 2. Good, so 35. So we're on the word y'all, right? And now sopranos, C sharp is the same note as D flat. So don't change pitch. 35. Here we go, one more time, sorry. 1, 2. All right, keep going. Go. And then cut off, right? So one more time. Can we start at 35? Come on, stay with me. You're killing it. 35. 1, 2, 35. Off. And very good. Let's take this apart. Last thing we'll do is take this apart, and then we'll move on. Very good, everybody. Everyone go to 40, 40, 40. And can we sing this on do? No D. Just do, please. Can you just 1, 2, do, and 1. And up. D. D. And. One, two, off, 2, 3. Good. Everyone going on. Sight reading. Here we go. Oh, I'm killing you. I'm going. I wouldn't waste any time. All right, now, this next one. How many of you have sang a setting of this text? Are you familiar? There is no rose of such virtue as is the rose that bears Jésus. And that is going to be Jésus. I gave you a little hint there. Ooh. I love this movement, and the brilliance of these, especially I think these first 3 movements of the piece, we start with, again, effervescent sort of chant. We then have this chaotic, bouncy movement, and then we go this, and I don't know, maybe no one will agree with me on this, but this feels like Charlie Brown Christmas to me. I can't explain it. I don't know why. Something really melancholy, and listen to the bass. Can you just play the opening, those basses? 1, 2. Right? There's just something about it. It's just like I'm plodding, right? I'm plodding along, and it's just beautiful there. All right, can we just sight read this on do? No text. Can everyone go, Alleluia, and Alleluia. Go. That's going to come up a lot. You'll see. All right, here we go. Do. 1. Do your best. And do. And everyone. And and 1. And up. Up. And 1. And do. And do. And 1. And up. Do. And come on, trust yourself. Do. Bass. And 1. And text. Ale. Respirando. One. Transit. Eyes up. Good, and we'll work on that next week. All right, take out "Oh Love," something completely different. Now, first off, I just want to say it was amazing reading, everybody. That was absolutely. Maybe you don't feel that way, and I love that because it means you hold yourself to a high standard. But that was incredible sight reading. Seriously, we're ready. So here's what's going to happen. We're totally on schedule, so we actually weren't even supposed to go that far this week. So next week we'll review and put text on and work. And actually, I have a whole learning schedule we'll send out in this week's email. I'll post online for us and everything. Sharon will do announcements here in a bit. But a whole schedule of things that we'll put out there about what we're learning each week. But if we just keep going at this pace or even slightly slower, we're going to be great because this is an amazing, amazing place. But we do kind of have to stay on schedule. So next week will be this. Actually every movement we just did, except we'll work on them. We'll really make them good. We won't just be sight reading them. And then we'll sight read a new movement in 2 weeks. All right. So as I was programming this, I ceremonied carols. And again, I'll give myself credit. This is the right piece for you right now. This is just going to be outstanding with this group. You make the sound beautifully. It's thrilling. It's exciting. It's all those things. But I know that rehearsing Britten, kind of like rehearsing Bach, just kills you a little bit. It's tiring and you're working your brain. And so I want us to give something that a couple pieces, while not unchallenging in their own way, kind of relax and give us a different style. And so we're going 2 pieces by Elaine Hagenberg. We'll start here tonight by working on and learning her "Oh Love," which is it's kind of one of the hottest choral pieces out there right now. I adore it. And then we'll also do her "Alleluia," which is actually Britten-esque, but in a completely different way. And so I think it's a really nice pairing. So let's just sight read "Oh Love," shall we? Please do it. How many of you have sang this yet with another group or in church? Yeah. It's I love this piece. Let's sight read it, shall we? And give us the intro. Let's do the whole thing. Let's see what happens. Yeah, let's do the whole thing. 1, 2, not too fast. Sopranos and altos. 2, 3. Great reading. Keep reading aggressively. You're doing so well. Altos, here we go. Tenor. Oh. Soprano. Oh. Tenor. Oh. At mon chant, crescendo, come on. Soprano. 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Fermata. You're a really good choir. That is what I mean. Isn't that great? Isn't that just like and I was talking to a friend. Turn back to the beginning. Let's see if we can work on this. We'll work on this tonight. We'll review a little bit at the very, very end, just as a little reminder. But let's work on this, shall we? I had a friend. He's a amazing choral director, done a lot of things. Howard County, Maryland, and then we were talking about this piece, and it's just beautifully written. It's fun to sing, right? Elaine Hagenberg's a singer, and so you could tell, right? You're just like, ooh, every voice part is in the right place of their voice in this thing. But I also, what I love is he said, sort of a cop-out, but she chooses texts that are like kind of anyone can think what they want, right? I mean, there's obviously a religious context here, like originally, if you were to work it back, but this could just mean anything to anyone, right? It's power. It's beautiful. All right, let's start. Let's work it, shall we? Beginning, please. Soprano and alto, and let's work on text, shall we? Can you try to sing with the best vowels possible, even as you're learning? 1 and 2 and sing. 1, 2, 3. Bravo. Can we take pauses that are not breaths? Oh Lord, that will not let me go. Can that be the way we sing it? Beginning, please. 1, oh Lord. 1 and 2 and. Good. Altos, good. That's altos. This is a little tricky. Can we hear altos alone at pick up the 17? You do this a million times, and if you let's learn it right now. Pick up the 17. The measure numbers are at the bottom. Just altos. Thank you, Terry. 1 and 2 and 3. So the reason on depths you want to sing a C is because it's in the bass. Does that make sense to you? So read with your ears, not read with opposite of that. Read with your eyes, not with your ears. Can we add sopranos to that? Measure 17. I give thee back. And can your sound get steelier here? It can be misty at the beginning, but it has a little bit more tension in it here. I give thee back. 1 and 2 and 3. Let's go on. Bravo. So, and good. Pause before we go on. Let's switch to neutral vowels so we can lock in the harmony. D. Everyone on D, please. D. Alto start. 1 and 2 and 3. D. Tenor. D. Bravo. And D. Go. Well, I know. Stop. We'll get there, I promise. You're like, let us sing. No. Okay, back. Everyone back to page 4. Oh joy. Pick up to measure 25. Let's put this on text now, and then we'll get to that great moment, and we'll make it happen. All right, here, altos, as warm as you can sing. 1 and 2 and tenor strong. Crescendo. tenor bass, and God. And one. Good. I know. So here's how that'll go. And you're already doing it, but I want to tell you you're doing a good job and then have you really go for it. Which is, look at measure 42. That's going to be a big sound. Boom. D, 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 1, 2, 3, 4. So then we're back to a tempo right away at 43. So and really, it's the tenors, in you we trust. Tenors, I don't feel your confidence. Tenors. Anyway, I promise by the time we get there, we'll be fine. But tenors, really move those quarter notes along. Don't, as a fellow tenor, I know how fun it is to sing passionately and loud. And we tend to slow down. But that's why I became a conductor, so I get to decide when everyone slows down. All right, here we go. Can we start at, actually, perfect place is 40. Everyone's on a different thing, but measure 40. And can we just do this transition once, and then we'll take it apart. 40. 1, 2, 3, and more. And 3, 4, 2. Keep going. Subito. Good. So good. Can we work this? So look at. So I heard. So I love this piece. I heard this. I try my best when I'm at a choral concert. I try not to judge others' performances. I hate that. It's very anti-me. But they killed me. They did this piece and it was going great. And then they didn't do the a-tempo thing, right? They didn't keep it moving. They just luxuriated through these sort of measure 43 until 50, and it kills the spirit. It kills the forward momentum we want. So let's just make sure, vow ourselves to never do that. So can I hear tenor and bass, please, at measure 43? Text is fine. Measure 43, it's at the bottom of page 7. We start a little 7th there. 3, 4. La, oh, oh, 2, 3. I rest my rock stars. Can I hear soprano and alto, please? At 43. 3, and. Right here, sopranos. Keep going. Keep moving. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Here we go. Good. Before we do, I want to work this section, then we'll do announcements. Can we start at, pick up the 37, turn back one page. Let's see if we can make this happen. Pickup. Let's do the pickup. So here's the pickup. 1 and 2 and 3. Build. Shinier. Second. And 1, 2, 3. and we'll pick this up next week. All right, now, Amy and Sharon have some announcements. We will do a little singing. We always end with music. And so we'll do a little bit of the Britain to end tonight, just as a sink or swim memory moment. But first, they will do a lot of introductions of their own. But the chorale is this thing. That doesn't sound right. It is this organization that runs off of your goodness. And I mean that sincerely. And so two people whose goodness we could not do this without. Our Vice President, Amy, you see in the back, who helped check you in. Give a round of applause. And our President, Sharon, who you'll hear. All right. Take it away.
Thank you all for that. You all sound amazing.
It's rehearsal.
Give yourselves a round of applause.
Woo!
Oh my gosh.
Self-love.
So we have a lot of folks that are new. I won't make you introduce yourself, but if this is your first time ever coming to a Loud and Chorale rehearsal, would you stand? We have at least 10, 15. This is fantastic. This means that you all are out there recruiting. This means that we have great stuff out in the community. So however you got here, thank you. We are open to new members for this fall semester through September 24th, that Sunday. People that want to join our fall semester after September 24th will need to be approved by Max, just to make sure that they can catch up on the material sufficiently. So that still gives us a month, so feel free to go out there and recruit. Have a couple quick announcements. First of all, tons of you registered and paid online in advance. I know it doesn't work for everybody, but thank you to those who did, because check-in went very smoothly this evening. So give yourselves a round of applause. Go for it. Should say pat on the back, but I like applause. Next, I want to introduce our section leaders. Everyone probably knows them, but they do so much of the great work here. Anita Alt for soprano. She is also taking on name tags again. We are bringing those back. We have Michelle Nelson over here. We're in a clapping kind of mood. I like it. And then we have George Garlick for our tenors and basses. So as you start getting weekly emails, they tend to come like Thursday, Friday timeline. If you don't get an email, please tell them, because that is our main communication method. That and our Facebook internal group, the Singers and Musicians of Loud and Chorale. If you are a Facebook person, there are some questions to answer if you want to become a member of that. The key one being your section leader name, hence part of why we do some introductions. One other thing I'd mention, well, a couple more things. I'd mentioned September 23rd, 24th, whatever that Sunday is, 24th is the last day that we'll accept kind of open membership for fall 2023. That will also be our Welcome Damn It dinner, because you're going to feel welcome, damn it. So we're going to have a Welcome Damn It dinner. Sue Ligas is disappointed. Oh, she's right there. So you're pleased that I said it. That's going to be like a pizza and salad dinner. We'll have a shorter rehearsal, and then we will, if you can stay, we'd love to have you. We'll have a dinner. So mark your calendar for September 24th. I do have one sad announcement. Eileen Starkey, she was a soprano and had just been singing with us recently. She passed. I don't have any details. I'll keep looking for her obituary, but just wanted to share that if you knew Eileen. Evelyn who? Oh, Evelyn Bolt also passed. Oh goodness. Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. So if we could all just keep, I know we struggled with some of that last in the spring as well. So just keep all of those families, if you would, and I'll also put them in our weekly email. There are a few of you that have loaner music, just as a reminder, so give it back to me as you walk out. And then lastly, I'm going to be out the next 2 Sundays. Excited to be with you. So Amy and other members of our board will be taking point. So definitely ask them if they have any questions. Did I miss anything? No. Did I miss anything? Okay. Thank y'all. You sound wonderful.
I mean, this has just been like one of the best first rehearsals we've like ever had. Like, it's really shocking, and in a positive way, but I'm also not surprised. You all have just shown such good nature in taking on challenges. And I think this past spring for me was a revelation of sorts. We really just took ourselves to another level. And so this, again, all this music is right on track. And in our spring program, which is our big orchestral program, which will feature Brahms and Vaughan Williams, and those and the Lake Isle, which we never got to perform. We rehearsed in a parking lot. If you weren't here for that, we'll tell about you later. Anyway, never got to perform it, but so we'll get to do it this spring as well. So that's so exciting. One more thing, too, announcement-wise, is we actually have this another opportunity at the end of September. It will be one of our sort of optional gigs, which is the Loudon Symphony Orchestra has asked for us to bring a group of singers to sing a piece on their concert. Just one piece, it's sort of background. So it's really cool. Details for that will be in your weekly email. We'll do some early-ish rehearsals. It's one piece, so it will not take us long, and we won't take the full complement. One, I don't think we all could make it. Two, I don't think we could take us all, but we'll figure it out. If you want to sing on this concert, we'll find a way for you to sing on this concert. So don't let that scare you away. But you'll get details about that collaboration, which is super cool coming up. Yeah, but this is just, it's really remarkable. I get so nervous. And I had a teacher a long time ago tell me, if you're nervous, you care. And I do. I really, this is just such a joy for me. And I'm reminded of it every time. It never gets old. And so again, whirlwind night, the first rehearsal always is, on purpose, just to show you what we do, which we come in and we make music. This is the most talking you'll ever hear in a Loudon choral rehearsal tonight, and it's probably still less than a lot of choral rehearsals talking. So we just like to come in and sing, and so I'm just super happy you're here. I'm always open to talk with you. If you need help with something, I like to be as open to you as possible, so never hesitate to reach out to me in any way. All right, can we go back to Britain, please? And I wonder if we could, let's see. The other thing is I really try to be really big on punctuality. You figure out, I really think it's so important you can set your watch to us. And so we'll always kick off at 6. We'll always be done a minute before or 1 minute after 7:30. But if you ever see me really excited at the end of the rehearsal, it's because I managed to end this exactly at 7:30. So it's a little personal thing I do. Can we start? I wonder if we could just remind ourselves of the opening movement, the procession. And then if we can remind ourselves of the first movement and just do a little sink or swim on those. So let's do the first movement on text, shall we? And it can be even more expressive. All right, here we go. And I always think I really think that this, though it can't be loud and brash like the next movement, it should be as singery as possible. Don't be mouse-like. You can really come in. Eyes up. No, not too fast, and on DDD. 1, 2, ready. D. right, so Terry, you were doing so well. You didn't need him to play the chord. Just come in. All right, actually, while we're stopping, we have a couple minutes. Let's use them wisely. So, can we start at, you actually did shockingly well at that 22 section. Can we try that just a hair slower? The little Bee Gees section there for the tenor. All right, 22. How deep is your low? Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, measure 22. Sorry. Page 5. Oh, it's okay. Sorry. Here we go. 1. Yep. 1, 2, tenor, stop. D, D. Sing. Amazing. So can you start at 68, 69, measure 70, that's the bottom of 9, sempre crescendo. And you see where we are? 70, you gotta count those. There you go. And can I just start by hearing bass, alto, and tenor, no soprano. 1, 2, 3, and. Good. Now, can I hear sopranos alone? Sopranos alone. On DDD, 70, 70, 70. 1, 2, 3, and. Yes, yes, yes. 2, 3. Yes, I love how you got that E flat there in a second. I know it's really hard. All right, now, can everyone go to measure 56 with me? Everyone say welcome. Welcome. And then going on, welcome be ye that are here. Good. Welcome y'all. Welcome all. And make good cheer. Welcome all. Another year. Another year. Welcome. Yo! Welcome. Okay, good. Now, let's see. Can we stand? See if we can do this on text. Here we go. All right, stand if you're able. If you're able, go put yourself. All right. Welcome. All right, here we go. Starting at 56. 56. That's the soft one. Soprano alto. 1, 2, text, and. 1, and. And. Louder. Forte. And. One more time, that much, and then we'll be done. Can you not be scared of that final long chord? You get it, you go, and I wonder if you could just leave it all in the field. All right, here we go. A little faster, 56, 56. 1, 2, here we go. 1, you. Great person. Thank you, everybody.